Convention of Rights of Persons with Disabilities was tabled and passed by the General Assembly in December 2015. It's towards the full realization of an inclusive and accessible United Nations to persons with disabilities.
15% of the world population is person with disability, either sensorial, physical or mental. We have to adjust in accordance with the UN standard here in ECA.
I would say we're approximately 50% on the way there.
From the security standpoint, we have had to more or less accommodate persons with disabilities by using unconventional means. Even to get into the compound, we have turnstiles. You can't exactly get through a turnstile on a wheelchair or on crutches.
Starting from where the ambulance park, there's a gap between the street and the platform that has to be accessed by anybody that has to use either wheelchair or stretcher. Currently, we lift the patient while it's sitting in a wheelchair. That can create a room for a fall accident for the patient or even for the person who's lifting it.
Staff with disability and visitors with disability can enjoy the ECA environment equally like any able-bodied staff. But the reality here in ECA, I don't have a right to go to the recreation area in lunch, to have lunch over there. It's not accessible for me.
If I come to restaurant, I come through the bridge. But if I go to the dining room, I'll go all these stairs. That one is not totally, it's not accessible for person with disability compared to this one. Because it's too much sleepy, the road is like sleepy, more than 45% slopey. It's not practical for me.
The Executive Secretary in May of 2016 set up a task force with myself being appointed as chair to work with a group of about 12 to 16 of our team from human resources, of security, substantive, conference services, front of the house people that also will deal with visitors but also employees of the United Nations to adopt a workplace culture inclusive of persons with disabilities. We have had this group meeting for about 8 times now, and the focuses are with human resources, with the Board of Auditors, is also identifying and knowing our employees and being able to provide accommodation in the workplace for them. We also need to deal with sensitization and education with all of the UN team.
In terms of the clinic staff, I guess the profession also requires us to have this training, and we do have this training. But there's also a training that we've taken in 2011 that was provided by the staff development section in HR. That was mandatory for all of us in the clinic to attend or to complete. It was an online training. But having this training just for us is not enough, in my opinion. Having this training available for everyone within the compound will increase the awareness.
Our physical world will never be perfect, but we must continue to strive with our international standards, and it's about signage, and it's about how we greet people when they come into our compound. We find that yes, there is something that needs to be done to help them. A piece of technology, a chair, moving something, finding a different path that is easy for them to get from A to B.
A lot of improvement. Thank you to Mr. Marian, the chairperson. He delegated a lot of things to human resource area, to human resource, security for security, like that. And there is improvement.
I think the challenge here is what we see in our acts and our behavior and our attitudes on how we deal with persons with disabilities, how we're able to recognize it and put in contingency plans on dealing with that. And that is, that's what I want to see by mid-2018 at this time.